Hey guys, Steve here again. I thought I'd throw together a little video on daily hours of operation and how to fill these things out. Kind of goes along with the HotShot video, so these would have to be filled out by HotShot operators as well. This is the same forms that get filled out as the big rigs, and you have to have these available to show to any inspector, police officer, or an officer at a scale. So these are pretty much universal, both in the US and Canada, and also I believe in Europe. There's different rules depending on your jurisdiction regarding, the hours of operation and the cycles. If you're on a 2-week cycle, I think there's a 7-day cycle and a 14-day cycle, and you have to, well, actually, I'm sure there is, but it depends on your jurisdiction. So please check with your local Department of Transportation to find out how many hours a day you can be on duty, etc. So, as I mentioned in the video, you have to document everything, and this is a great place to document it. What I did for myself was I bought a packet of these. You can buy these at any truck stop, and they come as a combo kit where you can have your hours of operation plus your daily inspection report all in one. And what I did was I filled out my company name. This isn't mine, but my company name, the plate number of the truck and the trailer, my name, any information that you would have to fill out the same every day just to save some time, because it gets kind of to be a pain in the butt, early in the morning to have to write everything down. So if you can have this stuff pre-filled out, and then I just photocopied, made like 100 copies or 200 copies or whatever. I put holes in the side so I could put them in a binder. And then I kept the original documents with me, I guess the schedule as you call it, to the inspection, so you have that all ready. And then you've got less handwriting to do. So your name's already on it, your company's already on it, your address, all that stuff's already there for you. So you just have to start filling it out. So basically what you would do is, if you're off duty, let's say you're at home, so you would start the day here along the left hand side saying, let's say you're at home, so you'd be off duty till 6 a.m. You'd come outside of your house, you'd do your circle check where you walk around your truck and trailer and inspect all the components that are required. That takes however long it takes. If it takes you 15 minutes like it did here, that's fine. So as it's logged here, it says Little Rock, Arkansas pre-trip inspection. You could put their home office pre-trip inspection wherever you're located. If you're in Alaska, on a trip, then you have to put that address. And usually I would go so far to put the actual address or the intersection. Now, officers have actually told me that personally. So in some cases, like Little Rock, Arkansas isn't good enough for some of these guys. So try to put an intersection if you don't know, the exact address. Let's say you're at a truck stop. Or, like say Flying J, mile marker 272, Highway 87, Little Rock, Arkansas. Something a little more specific. Anyway, so then you start driving. So once you start your truck, you're ready to put it in drive and hit the road, you just mark that up to the time, and so that's where you would be left off, where the mouse pointer is right now on the screen, because we don't know how long we're going to be driving. We're looking at this obviously after the day was completed. So you drive along, you're now in Dallas. Park the truck, it's 11 a.m. You get out, so you stop here and you draw a line up. Before you get out of your truck, you draw a line up to off duty. So that's where it sits. You don't know how long your lunch is going to take. Go in, have something to eat, whatever. Come out, look at your watch. You see it's now 12 o'clock. And you put yourself back down to driving. You draw the line over here, back down to driving. And you drive until 1:45, looks like. And we stopped and we did a pickup at 1:30, which took about 15 minutes. He put himself on duty, which is still working because you're loading, right? Even if you're just standing outside your truck monitoring the load, you're not really working, but you're strapping, you're working, right? You have to. So that's considered to be on duty, which counts towards your driving hours, by the way. On duty or driving is the same difference, but you just have to mark this on the hours of operation log. And again, I would be more specific. I would say, 123 Main Street, Coca-Cola factory, blah, 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 Texas, wherever you are, Anchorage, Alaska, wherever it is. Anyway, then he went off duty here. He loaded, and then I guess went off duty. I don't know what happened. Maybe he met a friend. Who knows? He was not doing any work anyway. But back on duty here, driving, then off duty again. It says dinner. So he went for dinner here. Then we went back on driving, and then in the sleeper, which is off duty. Same difference. If you're at home in your bed or in a hotel, you would just go up to off duty up here. Then at the end of your day, when you're done your day, in your hotel room, at your house, wherever you are, you got to fill this out. How many hours of each? So you just go back here and add it all up. So hour, 3 hours, 10 hours, 10.5, and half an hour. You got to total it up, and it has to equal 24. And then there's other categories here for your total operation hours in your cycle. Honestly, I never filled that out. I'm not saying you should or you should not. I guess you should. It's there. I never did, and I never got in trouble at any scale or with, I've been to multiple scales with this stuff, and they ask for the log books, and they look through it, and they never gave me any heat over that part. Because all the information is there, obviously. If they just go through the pages, they can see it. So hopefully this is helpful. I don't know, basically, if you're new at this, get a pack of these and just, it's pretty straight ahead. Again, my little trick is to fill out as much as this as you can. Obviously, you can't pre-fill, this information or your hours, but you can pre-fill the name of your company, your name, your truck's plate number, your trailer's plate number, your address, what have you. And then photocopy it, and then you don't have to write that stuff down every day. Just makes your logbook process a lot more simple and less time consuming. And also remember, every day, your day has to start out with a pre-trip inspection. Don't ever get in your truck and just start driving. The last thing I want to mention that's super important is the fuel. When we purchase fuel in our units, we need to mark that on our inspection report. Usually we get fuel a little more often than the big rigs, unless we have some kind of extra tank or something like that. But even if you stop for a coffee, anything, it should be marked on your inspection report. So that is not noted on this report. But for example, let's say you're driving along, this would be a fuel stop, let's say. So you're on duty, you're getting fuel, it took you 15 minutes, or you stopped to use the washroom or a combination. You don't have to write down everything that you did, obviously, but you would just, go off driving, but you'd be on duty. You would say fuel, Miami, Florida, 123 Main Street, Flying J, or Highway 71, Miami, Florida, mile marker, whatever, etc. And on your receipt, you're going to have the address anyway of where you are, so you can just copy that down on the report, and that makes the inspection officers very happy, I find. Like I said, I haven't got a ticket, but they've told me that you should mark where you are, an intersection or an actual address. So that's for fuel, coffee, anything. Anytime you stop, you have to note it on your hours of operation. That's it for this video. Again, I hope you found this little bit of information helpful. For some of you, I guess it's obviously pretty, straight ahead, but for those guys that are new in the business or gals, I just thought I'd put this together and show it to you. All right, thanks a lot for watching, and again, I hope it was helpful. Thanks.